What's up, everyone? So this is going to be another market overview plus preview video, but this time for the coming week and for the month of September. So we're going to get straight into it. Today we're going to cover SPY, QQQ, AMD, NVDA, Apple, and we'll see at the end what else we're going to cover. So first we're going to start with SPY. So now first, this time we're going to start on the monthly chart because September is seasonally known to be the weakest month of the year for the stock market. So now going back to previous Septembers, we look at September of last year. SPY fell, S&P 500 fell 9.62% this month. Now moving to September 2021, the market fell 4.13% here. And now let's go back to 2019. All right, that's 2018. In 2019, it was up 1.48%. And in 2018, it was up 0.14%. So seasonally, this was like a really weak month. Last 2 years, we had big selling. And then the 2 years before that, it was pretty flat. So we got no movement. So now moving down to the daily time frame. We see here that we came down to the strong support and we blasted through. We came back, tested this strong resistance again, came back down after NVIDIA. I think it was NVIDIA earnings and Jackson Hole. And then we pumped back up to here. So now we're approaching this gap fill level right here at about 455. So this gap could pretty easily get filled pretty soon. And then we have also the strong resistance at this gap fill level. Let's say at 456, resistance here, we got a rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, support test here, and then a breakthrough again. So it's really possible that we go up here early next week after Labor Day. We test this level, fill this gap, and then we could come back down. But I would really want to see another test this 443 support soon. I'm in a strong support point, so we should get a retracement down there is my expectation. But yeah, September hopefully should end up being a poor month for this market because looking back on previous seasonality. But yeah, I would expect us to come back down, touch this level. If we break above this level, that's when we could see I would say 462 and even 464, 467, 470 in that area. Not moving, but I'm personally going to be bearish through September unless we get a break above this key level right here, 457, 459. Now moving on to QQQ. After Jackson Hole, we blasted through this level right here, and this level at 475. So this 375, excuse me. That 375 level is proven to be really strong. Now if we go back to last week, I posted on my Twitter, which you guys should follow, that 372, a break above here, would be my trigger to go long for the short term because that was the inverse head and shoulders level, and I thought a break above there would invalidate that pattern, and it technically did. And that was a really strong resistance level. So as soon as we broke above that level, we blasted through it. We tested 375 level and broke above that too. So my thesis came into play there. And then I also expected this gap fill at 379 to 383. So this gap pretty much is about halfway filled. We need to see a little bit more upside to get the full gap fill. So I could really see next week the gap getting filled, testing this resistance level as resistance level going back into 2021 too. And then a rejection there and bring us back down because we need to test this level of 375 again. And then a breakdown below 375 would surely take us down to 372. And then obviously going back down further, we have lots of gaps on the way down. A gap down here at 309, gap here at 335. So yeah, hopefully, so same thing, seeing September as a weak month. I would see downside here, but obviously I'm open to all possibilities, and a break above this key level right here at, let's say 387 could take us to the 390s plus and possibly all-time highs, because there's not much past that level. But yeah, that's what I see for QQQ. Actually, let's shift down to a slightly lower time frame and just see what's going on. Yeah, as we see here, this 375 level is really strong support, and then this 364 level is huge. Now moving on to, let's do NVIDIA, the daily time frame. As I covered in my Twitter too, I provided all the key levels here. So after earnings, we sold down. We came all the way down. We retested this key level here around 455, and then we exploded off that level. We exploded off, made a new all-time high closing high, all-time high close, and then we're coming back down and back testing that same breakout level. The level we broke, that we touched here, rejected, touched here, rejected, and then broke through here, and then came back up and break out of it again. We're retesting it. So this could be a possible area to take longs for a retest of 500 or maybe 502. But I personally do not like to trade this stock, NVIDIA. It's too volatile for my liking, and premiums are too expensive. And the risk to reward sometimes isn't there here. But yeah, I'm long term going to be bearish on here, but short term, there's no telling what this could do. We could easily break out above here and go even higher, or we could come back down and come chop back in this zone right here from 400. But yeah, going long term, I want to see this gap needs to get filled. This gap is my target. But short term, there's no telling what this is going to do. Hopefully September should be weak. Now moving on to AMD. Now here on AMD, we broke through that key 107 level. And then after, I think this was after NVDA earnings, we came back and we trapped at this 100 key level. That was another key level. We had a rejection up here, rejection over here. And we bounced there. We trapped shorts below this level, and it came back up and pumped it back into the 106 to 108, 109 zone. So now, NVIDIA could possibly be looking for a breakout here. If we break above this zone, I could see us relatively short term getting back to 113 pretty fast. Above 113 be like 115 to 119. This is a really fast mover too, so we could see a pretty sizable move here fast. But yeah, the breakout over here is key. AMD is another one that moves a lot, so I would say shorts below the zone, longs above the zone. But yeah, 107, 106 to 108, 109 is the key zone here. It's where it's bounced numerous times, and that's where rejections have come too. So that's what we have to watch for with AMD. And let's just go shift to the lower time frames real quick just for a view. Yeah, so we're sort of seeing some weakness at the top of the zone. But yeah, if we break out, we could see 111 literally instantly in I would say an hour. If we break out of here, we could see that. We could see 111. That's another key level to watch for. Now moving on to Apple. We moved down into this zone. This is the zone where I was previously looking for calls for longs here, but then we broke down slightly lower. We filled this key gap that I had talked about in a video in the past, and we bounced here. We came back up, broke out of the 177 level, came back down, retested it, trapped shorts below, and broke out back to the 184 level, and then we retested and broke up again. So, and then this key earnings, the gap from Apple's earnings, pretty much got filled now, so we don't have to look at that anymore. Now, possibly what I would be looking for here is a reversal, because if we get a reversal around this area and we come back down, it could possibly be setting up a lower high here. So the high, and and then a lower high could possibly be the trend here. And anyway, I want to see this 168 gap get filled, so that's a possibility. And anyway, another possibility is a breakout over this key level here at 197, could take us to 200 plus new all-time highs. But yeah, this is another, I would say, yeah, the 190s are going to be another key level, psychological level, and a level to watch for over here. But yeah, I'll be watching for a lower high to be formed here. But yeah, that's all I got for Apple. Now we're going to cover some more names just for the sake of it at the end here. Let's take a look at Shopify. So Shopify is at another previous resistance level. Oh yeah, another resistance level right here. On Shop, we got rejection, support, or breakthrough, basically. And now we're retesting this level again. We showed some weakness too. So this whole move, I think, got orchestrated. Either it was an upgrade. Actually, let's take a look. Let's look it up real quick. Okay, so they got a deal with Amazon. So that was the news that happened. So here I could be looking, I'm pretty looking for shorts in this level. We have this big gap that is open right here. From 60 to 63. And then we also have another gap down here at 47 here. So Shopify would be looking for shorts here, but a breakout over here would take us to 71 pretty fast. And above 71, we have this gap fill right here from 80 to 84. But yeah, Shopify, these are the key levels to watch for. This level right here, and then there's also the key level at 55. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for Shop. Now moving on to another stock that I was watching for. I have a tweet on this on Twitter if you guys want to see. Intel. So Intel is also hitting a key zone right here. This 37 to 37.19 level is going to be key. We had a double rejection here. Rejections back here. So I will be really watching for a breakout over this level, because a breakout over this level would take us to fill this gap here. This gap from 2022. The gap at 37.70 to 39. And then we should fill that gap and hit 40 if we break out above here with high volume. And we break out, retest, and get the full confirmation. This is a really good setup to watch. So yeah. But a rejection here should take us back down to 35. But yeah, Intel is one of the top setups for this week that you guys should be watching. Another one is Carvana. I also posted a tweet on this, so go make sure to check that out. We're retesting this key level right here. Resistance level. This was rejected in middle of 2022, and we broke through it here in April 2022. And we rejected it here too in July. So looks like we may want to get a retest here, because the recent strength it's had off of 36, we may get a retest. A retest and rejection here would be shorts back down to 40 in my opinion, but a breakout over here with volume and confirmation, this thing could explode. Like 95, this could see 95, this could see 70, because this is a meme stock. So, and the way it fell so fast, if we shift down to the weekly, how fast it fell through this entire area, it could also explode through it. So this is another key thing to watch. The 56 to 57 level should be the key. So yeah, that's another one to watch. But yeah, looking at those, I think we covered 8 stocks. That's what I'm looking for so far for this coming week and first week of September and for the rest of September. I'll be making some more of these videos every single week to keep people informed about what's going on. But yeah, this should basically make us make it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to follow my Twitter. I'll leave a link down in the description below for that. I post a ton on that. So yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one.